We're going to roll right into our post-race for tonight's NASCAR Xfinity Series Alsco 300 here at Kentucky Speedway. We're joined by Austin Dillon. He's the driver of the number 2, Dow Chevrolet. He came in third here tonight. Come on up, Daniel. And we're also joined by a race runner-up. That's Daniel Suarez, driver of the number 19 Aris Toyota, and he finished as our race runner-up. I'm going to start with you, Austin. If you wouldn't mind, just talk us through the race tonight. Certainly you were very much in contention for the victory, and maybe just talk about how things played out for you, how you thought things went with the new surface, and just your thoughts general overall about tonight's performance.
Yeah, I feel like we had a very competitive number 2 Ream Chevy, and certain points in the race I felt like we were the fastest car, running lap times faster than the leader. We just went rights, lefts, rights, and then 4 tires, I think, and we're really good on lefts, and we're able to run to the 18. He just had spurts there in traffic where he could get away, and it was very hard at the beginning of the race to maneuver in traffic. Very good on restarts. We could take off well, as you could see at the end. We made a lot of stuff happen there, and the ECR power up through the gears were good tonight. I just didn't feel like we had enough steam once we got running there. I don't know what it was. We didn't have enough power to make passes enough. But hey, I tell you what, I'm proud of my guys. Danny, Stockman, and the boys. They brought a new car here. Really trying to catch these guys. These Gibbs guys have been really tough to beat all year. I mean, hell, they qualified 1, 2, 3 everywhere, and it's like a feat just to qualify in front of one of them. So happy tonight to run second. We did a good job throughout the race making calls, and just wish turn 3 and 4 would have went a little bit different for us there at the end.
Thank you, Austin and Daniel. Certainly another stellar performance as you continue your quest for a NASCAR Xfinity Series championship. You certainly showed a lot of grit out there tonight, and on that final restart, maybe take us through what you saw happening out there.
Well, I knew that with all tires, the bottom wasn't the place to be, and I knew that with Austin behind it, it was going to be interesting. But my team did a really good job. I don't feel that we had the best car for the first half of the race, and I'm pretty much in the same situation than Austin. In the first stop was rights, and then lefts, and then 4, and then rights. And my car was really good in 4, but it wasn't as good in rights, and we end up with rights. So that's part of racing. I feel that we learned some good stuff for our next time here, the first race of the chase. We have still some homework to do, but overall a solid 8. I think, like I said, there's some stuff that we could have done a little bit better for the first half of the race. We lost some track position. I went sideways for half an hour in the 3 and 4 for a couple laps. I'm really looking forward to see that on TV. And overall, a solid day. Looking forward for next week in Loudon.
And you make a good point there, Daniel. This will be the opening race for the chase in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, so that's a great point. We'll take questions now for Austin or Daniel. If you have one, raise your hand. Let's go all the way back in the back. Get that person in the wireless. That's my man, Zach. Then we'll go to Chris, and then we'll check and see if we have any in the deadline room.
Zach Tansbody, front stretch for Austin. Just recap that last move on the last restart. It was pretty gutsy.
Yeah, it was. I actually lined up behind Daniel, and I thought he had a good start, and I gave him one push, and then it was like it spun the tire, so I just pulled left and was able to run wide open through 1 and 2, and we come off of 2 beside Kyle, and all the way down the backstretch, I'm thinking, we're in a great position here because the outside just wasn't as good. I don't know if I gave him too much room getting in 3 or what, but he was able to make a power move there around 3 and 4 and hold on. I hadn't seen a car do that all night. I know I had to lift when I went in the outside, and he rolled right around there wide open. So just got to keep working to make our cars better, and I'll keep getting better. And we put ourselves in this situation more often, we're going to win a lot more.
Let's go back in the back. Chris Knight, go ahead.
Chris Knight, catchfence.com. Austin, can you talk about Richard Childress Racing consistently tonight? You were the only car that was able to hang with the Joe Gibbs racing program, and what this does for you guys moving forward.
Yeah, I think it's good. You know, it was a new spec for us, and as far as car goes, and we got to work. Everybody had a little bit of trouble this weekend in our camp. We fought a couple. I mean, Ty, Brandon, and Brennan wrecked cars, so they all were a little bit behind with backups and damage. So coming back, I think they'll have a good program coming here to lean on the two team and really have something for everybody to chase.
For Daniel, last year here, finished fourth with your family here tonight, third place finish. How important is it for you to run well and continue a strong season with your family here in town?
It's really good. My family doesn't have the opportunity to come very often. Actually, this is the first race that they come of this year, and it's always excited and more fun to have them here and enjoy and to have some racing and family time at the same time. So it's always cool, and I'm really looking forward for the next couple races that they're going to stay here as well.
Any additional questions? Go ahead, we'll go right here.
For either one of you, since there were so many questions about, our unknowns about the track tonight, how would you grade the performance of the track itself?
Well, for me, I really like it. It's fast. I know that it's hard to pass, but I really think that slowly, I'm not sure if Austin agrees with me, but slowly the second group was coming. I really think that by the second half of the race, we had some good racing going on. And I'm really looking forward to see tomorrow's Cup race, because I'm sure that they are going to start making that second line work. I really think that Kentucky did a really good job with this racetrack. It's really fast, has a lot of grip. I think everyone is learning about this racetrack. Goodyear is learning. We still have some issues with tires, but it's all the learning process of the first time.
Yeah, I agree with what Daniel said. As the race went on, you kind of seen what the trucks saw. I feel like last night it started widening out, and you get a little too wide race in there. It's still tough because I think the fast lane's still the bottom, but I did see the 12 car starting to work. That middle lane in 3 and 4, which was pretty good to see, and a lot of laps tomorrow night, so I think it'll widen out, and the Cup cars are handling pretty ill, so I think you will see a good race, and there'll be some really good cars and some really bad cars with that right side tire that we're on.
Thank you very much, guys. Austin, I'll excuse you. I may have Daniel stay up, and if he wouldn't mind just addressing your performance tonight in the number 19 Aris Toyota, if you wouldn't mind, please, in Spanish for all of our Hispanic fan base, and certainly all of your many Hispanic fan base.
Of course. Bueno, muchas gracias a todos por su gran apoyo. Creo que fue otro fin de semana muy sólido para el carro número 19, Harris, Toyota Camry. Todos en el equipo de Joe Gibbs Racing hicieron muy buen trabajo. Otro fin de semana sólido, sin embargo, no exactamente lo que hubiéramos deseado. Creo que nos quedamos cerca una vez más de la victoria. Fue una carrera de muchos antibajos, al principio con cambio de llantas derechas y luego izquierdas y luego 4 llantas y luego derechas. Yo me senté muy bien con 4 llantas, pero no muy bien con las derechas, y ese fue la llamada para la última parada. Entonces no estaba muy contento, pero era lo que teníamos que hacer. Hay que seguir trabajando. Creo que nos llevamos un poco de tarea para casa. Vamos a regresar aquí a Kentucky para la primera carrera del Chase, y creo que va a ser interesante ver cómo podemos mejorar un poco más.
Thank you very much, Daniel, and certainly good luck next week.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.